What's up, bro? So, I've been getting a lot of requests about certain shoes, man. Certain shoes materials, certain stuff like that. And I know I got my glasses upside down. Hey, landing in earth, it's so cold. It is cold, but it is cold, Commander. Yeah. Like, have you ever been so cold that you start doing this? That's when you know what it is fucking cold. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Sneaker Care and Hygiene. You know what I mean? So, I have a Nike Quasi here with me. So, I'm not gonna react to this shoe. You know, it's one of the least bought shoes in Mzansi. You know, it's a sport shoe, it's a fashion shoe. It's all at once. You know, you good? I see your son has brought a new head. You're taking kind. That's why. So this is a Nike Quasi retailing from 1.2 to 2,000, depending on the colorway that you buy and where you get it at. You know what I mean? So we're gonna talk about material identification. The topic of today is material identification on Sneaker Care and Sneaker Hygiene, because people struggle with that, and then they be like, okay, now what do I use and how do I take care of the shoe? Now, when you look at this type of shoe, this is a Nike Quasi, right? The shoe has 3 material on it. It has a cotton. I know you people may say it's canvas. This is not canvas. This is cotton. It has cotton, not cotton. I think it's nylon cotton, right? It's the cotton that comes off, right? And then it's also leather. There's some say it's gum, but this is a foam. This is what brings the comfortability to this shoe. Ne? Cool. So now, as to washing this shoe, this type of shoe, the problem with this type of shoe is that if you touch such shoes with dirty hands, you're gonna leave a mark. No matter how clean it is, as soon as you touch it, or it leaves a mark. It leaves a mark. And one more thing, guys, please be careful with oil substances. I'm talking about oil substances. Oil substances. No, this no. Yours is leather, my man. Yours is leather. This is a foam. But you get rubber shoe. Rubber base. He's checking at the shoe and then he's like, yo, what is this guy talking about now? I'm saying, what's going on? So, as I was saying, this type of shoe, there's 3 types of material in one shoe. On one shoe. Right. This is the inside. As you can see, the inside also stands out as well. Okay, cool. Now let's get into it. So now here, the first part, do not use a hard brush. You can use a potato sack. Not a potato sack, an onion sack. Man, I love potatoes, dog. Like, I love potatoes, man. Kind of my chips. So use an onion sack, and then you can harden your hand when you're using an onion sack. Why I say do not use a brush? Because of the material of the shoe. The more you use the brush, you are literally untangling the shoe, and then it comes off. You see how it's standing. Now, to get rid of this, every time you wash the shoe, you gotta use a heat. You know, you can use a hair dryer if you want to. I think hair dryer is better, because if you use a candle, it's gonna leave a black spot on it. All right. And then here on the leather, you can also continue with the onion sack. Just harden your hand. But when it comes to this part here, this part on top here, this one, you can use a brush because it's leather and it doesn't deteriorate over time. That's what I love about this type of materials, right? And then when you get to the foam, or aka the rubber, sometimes the brush does not work. You would just hold the brush and then you try to scribble. It doesn't come off. That's where the fine stone comes in. You can get the fine stone anywhere. If you live close to a store called Nizam's, you can get it there. Right? So get a fine stone. Make sure that it's fine and it's close by, not the one that has holes in it or the one that has so much shapes. Not that one. A really nice fine stone. Right now, the fine stone is gonna help you with the scuff marks here, and also to get rid of excess dirt and coloring, because this type of material, they hold on to dirt. Like, you can wash the shoe and it can still come out brown or whatever color it was when it was dirty. You get me? So make sure that you use a fine stone. Now, another quick tip is, before you wash your shoes, try to rinse them first. You know, rinsing your shoe before you wash it, it's a good thing. Why I say that, rinse them with hot water. Now, why I say that, you're making it easier and then you're making the shoe to expand. Science does work, right? So now when the shoe expands, it's easier for the dirt to come off. Very easy. Rinse them off with a nice warm water. Use a brush if you can and just dust it off, so that by the time you wash it, you don't have a hard time. Because I know a lot of people, you can just, before you wash them in nice hot water, soak them for a minute or so that the shoes expands and then the dirt can come off. All right, it's like what I always say, that if it happens that your shoe gets dyed on because of some suede and stuff like that, use hot water. Hot water is the best way of getting rid of almost anything. Cold water does nothing, like at all. On shoes, cold water, you will hate it. That is why I say make sure that you use lukewarm water. Right? And then when you're done washing the shoe, the rinsing part. Now is that's a favorite part. I love rinsing. So what you need to do is to get a pillowcase, stuff your shoes in there, take them, throw them in a washing machine and let it rinse. You know why? It helps with getting rid of excess soap. You don't want it like after you wash your shoe and then you manually rinse them and then you find there's yellow spots on it. That yellow spot is because of soap. But other yellow spots are caused by discoloring of the shoe. That's when the shoe gets old and there's nothing you can do about it unless you can dye the shoe if you want to. You get me? And also with the laces, yes, hand wash your laces. Please hand wash your laces. Do not use brushes, because you're going to untangle your laces. You're gonna untangle your laces. Now you won't have laces. Cease. Anyway, so, and then make sure that you leave them out to dry. Make sure that they dry, like thoroughly dry. And when you put out your shoe to dry, just depending on where the sun is, the best way is to leave them like this. That is the best way to leave them like this. Why I don't like this? It is because sometimes water just comes in and then the water dries up on the heel of the shoe. And now the inside ends up being yellow too. It's because of too much water drying up there. Do you understand? So make sure that they like this. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am going home. I am flying tonight in my spaceship. If you wanna join me, catch me outside. How about that? So in the favorite words of SneakerReactionWithStreetJupiter, adios.